Hey everyone, May is right around the corner, and I wanted to give you guys my top decks to climb to Legend. And these are all Nohands approved, except for the last one, which is, more not Nohands approved, Nohands tested. I got top 20 ranks with all three of these decks, except for the last one. And the three of these decks I brought to Masters Tour, and they're performing well in tournaments as well. So these decks are responsible for my finishes on America and Europe. I am ranked 17 on Asia right now, and ranked 13 on America. That will likely get me the at time of this recording. There's less than 24 hours left on Asia and about 36 hours on America. That will likely give me my finish for the next Masters Tour. So I can confidently say these decks are the real deal. Now, depending on your local meta, they can be different. You might want to switch, but I'll be going with the most resilient but I think they're all good decks. I've had success with them. I've seen other people have success with them. So the first one we have here is Naga DH. You've seen my YouTube video on it. This is literally a 2-card variant from my old video. It runs Viper and it runs Boneglaive. This is to be a lot better against control decks like Warrior and Paladin. Those decks are very common right now. So being able to Viper Paladin and Boneglaive gives you a lot of reach against the Warriors. To beat Warriors Demon Hunter, you actually don't actually overcommit on board, and you just keep doing burn. So cards like Boneglaive are really, really good against Warrior. Viper can be subbed out for a Starfish or another card of your choice if you're not finding it as useful. I've even seen people running one of the Wings of Hate. The reason they run this is it's 2 1/1s, but it's not a minion, so it doesn't get pulled out by your Drekthar. So you can kind of get another 1-drop without having to run a low row 1-drop from Drekthar. That's another option. So next we've got Control Warrior. This is my list. I have another YouTube video. This is the most popular list. I kind of made this list. I mean, I popularized this list. I basically took out, there was the 5-mana 3/6 that people were running, and there was a Forge of the Flame, and I cut that out and put two amalgams in. And then I got my America finish on it. I think I went 10-1 with it on a 10 or 11-1 on America, and got ranked 13 Legend, which will likely get me to the next Masters Tour. So I'm crushing it with this deck in the Masters Tour right now. I've got the second part coming up tonight, but deck feels really fun. I really like this deck. I'm really looking forward to playing this deck more on stream. It's really fun. If you like control, but it's not just that pure, I removed control. There are really cool power plays you can do. When do you time your Brand plays? When do you time your Munis plays? When do you time your Sir Finley? Do you go for tempo? Do you just hold back and get armor up and go for removal? Lots and lots of different directions this deck can go. I really enjoy it, and it's a fantastic deck to get the Legend. Next, we got Pirate Rogue. Now, Pirate Rogue has a lower global win rate than all these, but I got Monsanto kind of sold me on this deck. We were talking about, and we're going to for the Masters Tour, and it really crushes Druids, and Druids still popular on ladder, and it also crushes Warriors. The big weakness of this deck is it's bad against Naga DH, and Naga DH is really good and really popular. But that being said, I think this is a very good deck with one really bad matchup. In the Masters Tour, I get to ban Naga DH, so that's not as big of a deal. I'm running the Pirate Admiral Hotas. This is really, really good in Hope control matchups. You can Shadow Step it in a really greedy matchup and just win. You can use it to steal their big minions or just deplete their hand. But generally, we're just kind of doing tempo plays. Cutlass Courier is one of your best cards in the mulligan. Buccaneer is really good in the mulligan. But we're just kind of tempoing out using Swordfish, Asher, and Vessel. One thing to note is timing your smite play. So you might hold back Fillet Fish and like a Shadow Step, and you can go like Smite, Fillet Fish, Shadow Step, Fillet Fish, and do 14 burst for 7 mana. even more if you have like an Asher and Vetrol, you can do something like Dredge it and time it so it comes up on the next turn, and then do a smite and do a ridiculous burst. This deck is really, really good against control decks because it's just annoying threat after annoying threat after annoying threat, all with burst. So really, really powerful deck for control decks, bad against Demon Hunter. But I was practicing this deck on Asia because I'd already gotten my rank 13 finish on America. So I was like, well, I might as well play against better players because my EU ranking is a little lower. Got ranked 17 Legend with this deck and I played about 20 games of this deck on Asia. So it isn't just a tiny sample size. I'm doing well with this on Asia. So I think a really nice choice to get the Legend, especially if you're playing a lot of control and not as much Demon Hunter. And my last deck is Quest Hunter. Now, I didn't bring this deck to Masters Tour mainly because I didn't want to ban Druid, but this is one of the highest win rate decks. With Druid getting worse and less popular, Quest Hunter is now a powerhouse of the meta. It's probably either the second or third best deck. It's kind of first is probably Demon Hunter, and it's Quest Hunter and Warrior kind of fighting over number 2. Sorry about that. Really great deck to climb with. Putting the Drekthar package and the Treasure Guards. If you don't have Raz, I recommend putting in a second Candle Shot into the deck. But yeah, I don't have Raj, so and I think they're not really necessary. Don't craft a legendary if you're low on dust for this deck that I'm with. That's not really necessary. So a final deck. I'll have the code for the Raj version. But anyways, hope you guys like that. Go climb the Legend. These are all great decks. And remember, if you're struggling, you think one it could be pretty much all three the decks except for the Pirate Rogue are probably going to be good in almost any meta. And if you're struggling, keep at it. You know, the reality is, at the end of the day, Hearthstone has a huge skill component. You can go and focus on the RNG component, but if you're losing in the short run, it might be because you're getting unlucky. If you're losing in the long run, it's because you're making mistakes. That's okay. Just keep working on your game. Watch other streamers. Watch them play their decks. Try and learn. Keep playing yourself. Talk to friends. You will get better if you think about it and you keep focusing on what can I do better every game. You'll get to Legend, no problem. So anyways, hope you guys like this. Go get that easy made Legend. Have a good one.